The day we got here is, I guess, when we realized how serious her illness was. And, you know, so it was, you know, didn't know much about the disease at the time, knew it was serious. As the time went on, realized how serious it was.
I was in the ICU for, I don't know, around 3 weeks or so. And so I became, you know, very close to some of the nurses.
She was a spunky 18-year-old with all the goals and dreams. She's the all-American girl.
And that just meant a lot that they were just, you know, talking to me like I wasn't just some sick patient. It was like I was a real person.
Joyce from the ICU pulled me out of Leah's room and said she wanted to talk to me, and said, you know, her and the other nurses had been talking, and you know, just felt bad about Leah missing her prom.
I immediately came downstairs and told my director, Don Hoffman, what the situation was, and she immediately got on the phone with the foundation to help get funding for our special project.
I think that it was an opportunity for the foundation to get involved with something other people were already doing in order to provide Leah an experience that nobody wanted her to miss. We provided the funding for the dinner, the decor, and also hired a stylist to come in and do her hair and makeup for her.
I spoke with the parents and filled them in on what our plans were, but that we wanted to keep it a surprise for Leah. But I definitely needed their help.
She brought me up here to the 5th floor and told me the plans, and I just started crying. It's one thing I didn't want Leah to miss.
I think the whole hospital knew about it, and so people would come into my room when I was getting treatment that I didn't know and just talk to me, and I'm like, no, it's supposed to be a surprise.
We wanted to make sure all of her friends could come that wanted to come. She had a group of about 14 that were all going to be meeting for dinner and going to the prom together. So we wanted to bring all of her friends in for a dinner and a small little prom. And we started planning the dinner and the menu.
Their original plan was to go to Ruth Chris, so I decided I was going to model their dinner after what they would be served at Ruth Chris. I served a filet. Everybody likes a beef filet. We also had some red skin mashed potatoes, which I heard was her favorite, and that's why I chose to do those. And it was just paired with a seasonal vegetable medley. I found out that she was on the prom court, and 80% of the juniors and seniors had already voted, and she had already won the prom queen. I spoke with the principal at that point and had made arrangements to pick up the crown and sash to crown her here, and take a video of us crowning her here to the prom, so her friends and other students that, you know, didn't know would be able to see that.
It's just so nice that they knew since I couldn't make it in my prom, they brought it here, and that it just meant a lot that they would do that much.
All those little extra things was phenomenal and meant so much to me. And no words can describe my gratitude, my thanks. It was an awesome, awesome experience.
It was one of the highlights of my career, was being able to witness the wonderful things that people were doing for Leah and her friends.
And it's one of those experiences that you do that you just want to tell someone about it, and you just want to you know, get a hold of a loved one and say, hey, this is what I did today, and it really made me feel good.
You know, everything that was put together, it just really touched me. I'll never forget it.